of the good book is the New Korea, which was written by the Ireland. He was foreigner and also the specialist. He said he was a specialist of the study of the colonization. And that book was written in 1926, before the too much bias appeared because of the, for example, the conflict between Korea and Japan. So, and also he is the outsider. He was outsider anyway. And if we think about the year of the publish of that book, that was 1926. That was exactly the middle of the governing Chosen by Japan. That lasted from 1905 to the 1945. So, so that and also he himself said that I tried to explain about the situation in Korea without any try to say their personal opinion, but he tried to explain about the situation simply based on the statistics in a variety of the way, like population, production, or birth rate, or whatever, based on the statistics there. So maybe it would be nice to know how the Japanese government did at that moment to the Joseon also. And in the case of Taiwan, one good example is the story of the海野Eiichi. Do you know?
Yep.
He was the engineer of the he built a huge dam in Taiwan, and as a result of that, the production of the rice extremely increased in Taiwan. So after that, they could afford and food feed rate, you said, exceeded more than 100% after that. Because of that huge dam, the Kanan Taishu, Kanan plain, could be converted to the rice fields. And every Taiwan people knew his name. And that is one of the examples. And also another example is sewage system.
Sewage system.
The Taiwan was the first place in the Japanese territory at that moment where the sewage system was realized before the mainland of Japan. And or other the modernized social infrastructure were advanced more than the original Japan territory. So that means we sent the best of the best things for them. Situation is the same with the Chosen.
Right. Okay.
And
but I mean, if I would reflect that on most of the colonies, like for example, if you say, well, look at statistics, look at numbers, then for example, under the Dutch rule in Indonesia, there was a lot of great infrastructure has been developed. There is the Grote Postweg, which is a big road that connects North to South Java. There were schools, there were churches, there were all kinds of there was healthcare was developed. That's all true, but if you look at the reality, then building that infrastructure, that Grote Postweg, that resulted in enormous human casualties. It indeed stimulated the economy, and it grew Indonesia, and some people still, even after Indonesia became independent, if you talk to a lot of people, you could talk to them and say, well, you know, when the Dutch were here, everything was much better. We were more wealthier, there was less corruption, there was this and that. But a lot of people didn't agree with that because they were suppressed. The Dutch had no place being there. They should not have been there in the first place. it's almost impossible to be impartial. It's and I think in almost any colony there are exceptions, like the Congo and other countries. There were also some good things being done, but there were also bad things being done. So the entire story with every colony, I think there were hardly any colonializators who were only out there to pursue their own self-interest. They also had like their conscience, like we had this Christian religion, so we put churches everywhere. We thought that was our Christian duty. But the main driver was not to spread religion. I think there were other drivers. For every country was different. For every person, individual, it was different. It's very difficult to say we were mainly beneficiary or we were mainly. That is very much dependent on your tachiba, where you stand.
Well, yeah. Some part, in some, partially I agree with you, and even if under the colonization of the Dutch, Indonesia might have some good things, as you said. But one of the criteria, whether that, I don't say colonization, but governing, that nations were good or not, could be judged by the people's life, generic or holistic people's life. And in the case of Taiwan and Korea, their food feed rate exceeded 100% after we tried to change their society or infrastructure or whatever. But in the case of governing by the Western countries or the Asian countries, almost every countries lost their food feed rate, decreased. They themselves could not afford their food without the support from the main governing nations. Like in the case of Indonesia.
Well, we taxed them 20% of all the revenue from the land. There was this program where every farmer needed to allocate 20% of his farmland as a tax.
But before the occupation of Dutch, Indonesia had more than 100% food feed rate there. But after that,
food feed rate is self-sufficiency, or what does that mean?
Sufficiency, yes.
Yeah.
And after the start of the governing of Dutch, as a result of that, because one of the objective of every the Western countries, they tried to change the cropping or the field to create the product what they would like to have.
Tobacco and tea.
But the situation is totally different.
Do you understand how many years Dutch occupied Indonesia?
From about 14,000 to the start of the World War II.
1400? No. The Netherlands didn't even exist yet.
300 years.
Yeah, around 17.
Anyway,
and I just some question for actually agriculture in Indonesia production, especially agriculture production, mainly export to Dutch.
Yeah, right.
Not like Japanese people did in Southeast Asia.
Right.
So basically, we were there to make money. That's
right.
We were not.
Yes.
It was it started as a business.
Yes, that's what it is.
It was business, but it gradually changed. It became Dutch, and but if you look at how much money we made from Indonesia, that was actually not that much anymore. After it stopped, it ceased being a business. It was actually more or less a tantang operation. We were not making money anymore. We were trying to make ends meet.
So that is not for the people. Right. But in the case of Japan, we did that for their people, for those people.
you went to Korea for the Koreans?
Yes.
Okay, okay. This is it.
So that the numbers,
I give you a question.
yeah, numbers told you, regardless of any interpretations of qualitative opinions for me.
But I don't know why.
If you see the numbers.
I have no idea why. And why are so few people in Korea so happy with that?
はい、皆さんこんにちは、雲野です。今日はですね、雲野塾の研修のプログラムをご紹介したいと思います。で、こういうふうなホームページありますけれども、ぜひですね、一度中身をご覧になっていただきたいと思います。今日はブーキューブさんのスタジオに来て、この収録をしておりますので、中身はこういうふうになってて、今最近ホットなね、グローバルリーダーの定義など書いてあります。で、特に経団連が作成しました留学すれば英語ができて専門性を持つというだけではですね、グローバルリーダーになれないとここに書いてありますようにですね、仕事ができる、専門性を持つ、英語ができるだけじゃなくてですね、私どもの塾ではリベラルアーツということ、それからもう一つは孫子の兵法、さらにはですね、日本の歴史というものを合わせて教えることによって皆さんが海外の欧米の方々と、もしくは華僑圏の方々と正々堂々と渡り合えるような人物を育成しようというふうなことを考えています。ここに次のスライドが出ておりますけれども、ここに書いてありますのはですね、さらに、私どもの雲野塾の中身につきましてはですね、欧米の資料しか使っておりません。また実際に雲野塾は英語でやっておりますので、英語の講師が話しておりますけど、学習はですね、日本の歴史をまだ教えてますので、学習の午後はですね、日本のプログラムをしております。で、以前はこれ有料だったので、今はですね、実際に会場費も取っていただいておりませんで、毎回5000円ということで、朝9時から午後5時までやっておりますので、ぜひ皆さんですね、ご検討の上ご参加いただければと。英語のできない方もですね、学習の午後こういうふうな研修をしておりますので、ぜひご参加いただければというふうに思っておりますので、よろしくお願いします。で、ここにさらにですね、グループ討議とか実務の勘どころを教えると書いてありますけど、実際には私が10年ほどですね、欧米の新聞とか雑誌等をですね、集めてきた、もともと英語のベースでございますので、そうしたものをですね、50セッションのテーマに分けて資料作成しております。そういうことで、世界のオペレーション、もしくはカントリーリスクも含めてですね、しかも世界のトップの方々に対してもいろいろな分析とか洞察をしてですね、議論をしております。そういったことも含めてですね、今後ともよろしくお願いしたいと思います。以上で私の挨拶を終えますが、今回のこのビデオの収録にあたってはですね、V キューブさんのスタジオをお借りしてですね、お時間を頂戴して、このビデオを作成させていただきました。よろしくお願いします。どうもありがとうございました。